Hello, my fellow comic book collectors. It's Alan, the Comic Collector Geek, and this is part 3 of this treasure hunt unboxing. There is a treasure here. I gotta find it. This is, hopefully it's in this one. I don't know. But there is a big book somewhere hidden in this unboxing, and we just gotta find it. We'll start out with a cool comic. This is a Rich Key first appearance. I forget whose first appearance, but it is definitely a key. I gotta write down all these keys. But this is Little Dot number 83, and it's a key Richie Rich character's first appearance. I'm gonna put it in the description. You gotta look in the description for that key appearance. So just look in the description. You'll find out what this key appearance is. I gotta remember. I don't know why I forget. But yeah, it's Little Dot number 83. And I'll kick myself for not remembering that one. Yeah. And then there's this huge clump of books from my comic shop. So a big stack from my comic shop. And let's see what's inside. There should be some really big books in this one, actually, just because I got a pretty great order from my comic shop. All right, we're going to start out with some Batman keys. We got Detective Comics 323. And it's the first appearance of the Zodiac Master. So that guy right there. He can throw different things from the Zodiac at you. So, kind of interesting. So that's, and then this is a really cool one that's been sort of hot lately. I've been wanting it for a while. This is a really low grade one. It's a 1.0, but it presents fairly nicely if you don't look too closely. So don't look too closely. Just look from here. But if you look really closely, it is in rough shape. It's got like sort of a weird potential break all the way down the middle. It's got some chipping and it's just in really rough shape. But it presents really well from here. So this is Zipjet number 1. I just thought this was such a cool cover. For some reason this is hot because of The Rocketeer. People kind of associate this book with The Rocketeer. That he is somehow the inspiration for The Rocketeer. So yeah, just a cool book, Zipjet number 1. And then we got interesting Kitty Die. This is the free comic book day from Dan Parent. It's a cool Dan Parent cover. And it's, yeah, I Love You to Death. So it's kind of interesting. Free comic book day edition. And then we got What If number 34. And I believe this is, it's a first appearance of a Herald of Galactus, I believe. I'm not sure which one, but it's obviously very quirky. What if, it doesn't even say what if what. What if only I could validate my sacred trust and again meddle in human affairs, would I save you from this? The Marvel universe has gone crazy, and alternate realities will never be the same again. Very interesting. So yeah, what if? And I'll write down in the description what this first appearance is. Oh, I forgot what this one is too. Why am I forgetting all these? This is another key book, and I'm trying to remember what it is. I should really know. It's gonna drive me nuts. So there's a bunch of keys in here. So this is Marvel Comics Presents number 18, and just a interesting one that I can't remember. Trying to remember. It should be another Herald of Galactus, I'm pretty sure. Because I was picking up a bunch of Heralds of Galactus books. And this is a Herald of Galactus. This is the first appearance of Morg. He actually has multiple keys related to him. But this is his first appearance, which is Silver Surfer 71. He later becomes Galactus, Herald of Galactus. And then we got some cool Barbie books. As I was mentioning that I've been picking up Barbie books. So this is just another Amanda Connor cover. This is Barbie Fashion number 16. And this is a second copy of Barbie Fashion. I already showed this in a previous unboxing, but this is number 26. I got an extra copy of that. And I've been trying to get the complete run of these Uncle Scrooge, these Don Rosa covers, and sort of like these historical stories for Uncle Scrooge. So this is like 1885, and this is issue 289. And then we got 1880, which is issue 296, where he's like a steamboat captain, which is interesting. And I believe this is this is Superman 366. I believe this has like an article or like one of these write-in comments from like either Todd MacFarlane or some famous artist. I'm gonna actually open this one up because I'm annoyed because I don't remember half the keys that I'm showing here. Okay, so let's take a look. This one, hopefully I can find out what the key is and show it to you guys. I believe it's a letter to the editor or something like that. This one actually has a whole bunch of cool things going on with it. It has like this weird color ad in the middle of it. That's kind of cool. But yeah, that's not what the key is, but it's just interesting. Of course, I can never find, like I say all these things and then I can never find them. This drives me crazy. Okay, Metropolis mailbag at the very back. Of course, it's at the very back. We got Todd MacFarlane writes in. And Todd MacFarlane writes to the editor, I realize that I'm not the kind of person who can write long, in-depth letters about your stories in the way other fans do, but that doesn't make my enjoyment of your magazine anything less than total most of the time. So I thought you would like to hear what one more fan had to say about Superman 361. Although this was my first peek at Captain Strong, I couldn't help but see a resemblance to Popeye. I don't think that was bad because he really did impress me with his actions throughout the story. As for Superman, he is always ready to help out at the slightest sign of danger, even if he does not act too quickly sometimes. The thing that holds my interest is that Superman is one of the few heroes who is a superhero in his normal identity and puts on a disguise to become a normal man of the streets. Building on this fact makes for some interesting stories. Superman 2020 tale, Ace of New Metropolis was quite good for only 8 pages. I can't help but be impressed by Bob's writing. He seems to do more in those backups than other writers can do in 17 pages. Todd MacFarlane. And it even gives its address, Calgary, Alberta. So very cool. Key first appearance of Todd MacFarlane in comics as a kid. And he writes to the editor. Isn't that kind of cool? I don't know. So, and actually a fairly long letter, considering. I'm not sure how old he would have been. This was from, when was this from? This was from 1981. I'm not sure when he was born, but he must have been pretty young when he wrote this. So I think that's pretty cool, that we got the first appearance of Todd MacFarlane in a comic. So this is Superman 366. So I guess he was a Superman fan. So yeah, I thought that was cool. And then we got, this one is just a sexy cover. I know why I bought this one. This is X-Men 116. I just thought it was an interesting cover, like with Emma Frost. So yeah, this is new X-Men number 116. Nothing special. And this one is interesting. This is a girl who walks home alone at night, number 2, and I have number 1 as well somewhere in this unboxing, but that's number 2. Is just a 2-part series, kind of a story of a girl and maybe a werewolf. I think it's a werewolf or something like that, maybe stalking. So yeah, and this is Archie 192, and I believe it is the first cover appearance of this character. I forget her name, but it's her first cover appearance right there. This girl. So this is Archie, Jughead 192. Okay. And then we got another of these Barbie fashion ones that is another great Amanda Connor cover. I like it when her suits or whatever she's wearing kind of blends in with the environment around her. She's wearing kind of like a fish bathing suit, and she's surrounded by the same kind of fish. I just think it's a really great cover. Really great good girl art covers. I think Barbie, strangely, is highly underrated for the good girl art covers. Okay, and then this is another one of these heralds of Galactus. I think this is Coon. First appearance of Coon. Cone or Hone? Maybe Hone. Maybe don't pronounce the H. K, I mean. Or the H. One of them doesn't get pronounced. I always forget which. So yeah. So yeah. His first appearance. This guy, not Silver Surfer. Okay, and then we got Die Kitty Die. I was buying all these Dan Parent ones. This is the Christmas special number 1. And we got some more Die Kitty Die. I bought a bunch of these Die Kitty Dies. This is Hollywood or Bust. I just thought they were great covers. So I'm a big fan of Dan Parent, and so I bought pretty much all of his Die Kitty Die stuff. So this is another Die Kitty Die. Die Kitty Die number 2. And this is Heaven or Hell. Heaven and Hell. Sorry. Yeah, another Dan Parent cover. And he did the whole thing. I think he did the writing as well. Or maybe he did it with Fernando Ruiz. So then we got the Die Kitty Die Christmas issue. Kind of a nice sexy cover. And then we get the Silver Surfer number 70. And I forgot what this one is. I know this is like, you know, Nova betrays to Galactus, but I forgot what, there's another key about this one. Again, I was buying a lot of the heralds of Galactus, so like I was trying to, you know, get all the different ones. Yeah, I forgot who becomes the new herald in that one. But this is another herald one. This is Aunt May becoming the herald of Galactus. Isn't that funny? That's Aunt May, and she becomes a herald of Galactus. So this is a Marvel team up, Aunt May and Reed Richards versus Galactus. Isn't that funny? I don't know why they made Aunt May a herald of Galactus, but she was. And then we got Die Kitty Die, Summer's Vacation. And then we got Die Kitty Die, Hollywood or Bust. And this one is kind of interesting, almost like a what's it called? Like sort of like Walking Dead or some kind of zombie like one here. I want to say some other one. I'm trying to remember the name of it. Night of the Living Dead is what I was trying to remember. So yeah, so this is Die Kitty Die number 1. Hollywood or Bust. That was the series. Okay, still a lot more to go. This is going to be a bit of a longer episode, I think. And maybe, actually this one has the potential. This one, the next one looks like a potentially big book. We'll see. We'll see if it is. Did I find the treasure? Did I find the treasure? Okay, so let's see. Oh, actually, there's some treasure here. Wow. Some big books in this little pack. So we got, well, this first one's not so big, but I'll show you. So this is Amazing Spider-Man, but it's like, it says Captain Marvel. And it's just these Disney ones. I missed out on this book. So this is, you know, what if Minnie Mouse was was Captain Marvel? So that's kind of cute. And then we got Man Wolf. This is I think this is the first appearance of Man Wolf, actually. So I just thought this one, everyone kept on showing this one on the, like, I do this show where everybody shows different comics, and people kept on showing this one, so it made me very intrigued. So I was like, I might as well get it. It has like that classic kind of cover to it. So this is Marvel Premiere Premiere number 45. And it's Man Wolf. And then we got Life with Archie, number 111. I think it's his first appearance, this guy. Right there. His first cover appearance, I should say. Because he made, like, I actually showed his first appearance in 110, and then the very next issue, he's on the cover, right there. So I think this is his first cover appearance. And his name is, I think it's Clayton, I believe. Another one that I missed out when it came out, and just picked it up for cover, was the one where it's what if Mickey and his friends became the newest Avengers. So I like these like Disney homage covers. I think they're fun. And then we got, I forgot whose first appearance is in this one, but this is Pep Comics 309. And it's just a cute cover anyways. We're brushing up on history, Daddy. And what were you studying? The Dark Ages? Because they were in the dark, you know. So I think that's kind of cute. Yeah. And then we got a whole bunch of cool ones, actually. I'm going to kind of put those towards the end here. We got Spider-Woman. This is where she's pregnant. This was hot during when the movie came out, the recent Spider-Verse, Edge of Spider-Verse, or Across the Spider-Verse is the one that came out. And she's pregnant. So this was sort of hot for a while. I bought it when it was after the movie had sort of dropped and where it had sort of lost, people had lost interest in it, and I picked it up cheaply. So yeah, this is Spider-Woman number 1. And another one that people had shown, and I thought, hey, that's kind of cool, was Mask. So this was a 80s like cartoon series, and this is their first appearance in this Mask like #1 limited series. And we got The Flash. This is a Silver Age book, The Flash 126. I believe this is the first appearance of his parents. This is where you get a bit of the story about the Flash's parents. So yeah, so this is or actually the first time they show up in the comic, I should say. So yeah, this is 126. And then we got really cool Rangers book. This is Rangers 22. This is actually the second appearance of Fire Hair, but it's just a great cover. And where you see them, it's like sort of like a firing squad cover, and just a really great good girl art cover as well. This is number 22. And the last one is Power Comics number 2. And this is a great Hitler cover. So we got Hitler. This is usually one that goes for a pretty penny, actually. This is a pretty expensive one. Most of the Power Comics, except for this one, were covers by L.B. Cole. And I forgot which artist did this one. It says Dell? I forgot his name. But yeah, it's just it's one of these classic Hitler covers. And he's smacking Hitler and Tojo in the heads. So it's kind of funny. It looks like Hitler has a toupee as well, which is kind of funny. So, yeah, so back the attack. Buy more war bonds and stamps. So that's really cool. Yeah, so Power Comics number 2. And that actually completes my run of Power Comics. I have the complete collection now. Okay, let's see. So I thought maybe this one. Nope, it's not the big one. Okay, so we're gonna see if we can find that big. There is a big comic somewhere in this unboxing. I just gotta find it. Okay, we got Uncle Scrooge, more Uncle Scrooge. I'm trying to get this run. There's a lot of issues. This is 287, and this is when he's back in 1882. I'm not sure what years it runs from, but this is 1882. And this was just a really great homage cover. I really like this one. This is Married with the Children, and it's an homage to Star Wars. So that was really great cover. So yeah, I thought that was fun. It's Married with Children number 3. I was quite happy to get that one. And so yeah, wait, is this anything? Maybe. Wait, let's see what this one is. This one could be something. Maybe not. Nope. But it is a key. Okay. I'm not sure. Is it this one or one of these is the? Oh yes, this is the first appearance of Aunt Nouveau Riche. So this is another one of these Richie Rich characters, and this is her first appearance. So yeah, so kind of a cool book. First appearance of Aunt Nouveau Riche, which is kind of fun. So yeah, this is Richie Rich, Richie Rich's Riches, number 7. First appearance of Aunt Nouveau. So that's fun. Okay, let's see what else is in here. Okay, just one more book. And it's not one book. It's actually, I got this really great set of Batman detective comics. So this is Detective Comics number 367, and it's kind of like this interesting puzzle. I thought this was just a really cool cover. And then the one that I actually was bidding on for this lot was this one. And I got this, I think it was $10 for the whole set. And there's actually some other comics in between. So yeah, it's Detective Comics number 365. And this one generally goes for a lot because it's kind of a cool Joker cover. Where it's like kind of the Joker's hideout and they're like shooting from his eyes and stuff. So yeah, not much of a hideout if you make it like the shape of the Joker, but definitely a cool cover anyways. So yes, this is a Batman 365. And actually, I believe there's a couple other books that were included. One sec. There should be one more book. Yeah, one sec here. Yeah, one more book. And I already had this one, so this is a bonus book for me. This is extra. This is Detective Comics 380. So, a whole bunch of nice Silver Age comics. I always wonder, what were they staring at? Who is this girl? I never had a chance to read this. So now I have a copy that I can feel I can read. My other copy is slabbed, so I couldn't read it. Oh, it's Miss Bruce Wayne. So maybe a love interest story. Marital Bliss or Miss. That's the name of the story. So interesting, you know? It can't be, you know? Maybe he's going to get married. That's what they're suggesting. So you never know. Very cool. Batman Detective Comics little collection. And I picked it up for $10. Really great, I thought, to pick up 3 Silver Age Batman keys. Or not keys, but books. Especially this one. I really like this one. It's a nice cover. For $10. Not a bad deal. So that was this unboxing. Part 3. We're still trying to find, there is a Mega Grail in one of these unboxings. I don't know which episode it's going to be in. So far it wasn't in episode 1, 2, or 3. Hopefully we find it soon. And I'm really hoping it's going to be in the next one. So stay tuned. If you haven't already, check the description. I put a link in there to the CBCA Awards. Where you can vote from this channel for best unboxing. So if you do that, it'd be really appreciated. Thanks again for watching. Bye for now.